Hello dear students, welcome to my first class on discrete mathematical structures. In this class, I am going to start with module 1, that is fundamentals of logic. So in this lecture video, I am going to start with basic connectives and truth table. So before learning about basic connectives, so we'll discuss about propositions. So a proposition is a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not both also. So say for example, first one, 2 is a prime number. Obviously it is a true statement. So I can say 2 is a prime number is a true. All the sides are equal in scale and triangle. So scalar is a kind of a triangle. So in this one, the sides cannot be equal. So hence it is a false statement. 2 plus 3 is equal to 4. Obviously it is a false. Fourth one, what is the time now? Fifth one, read this carefully. So out of all these examples, I am going to note that the examples 1, 2, 3 will be called as a propositions, and whereas 4 and 5 are not propositions here. Next is logical connectives. A new propositions are obtained by starting with the given propositions with the aid of words like not, and, or, if, then, if and only if, etc. So such words will be called as an logical connectives. So to obtain a new propositions, we have to include or insert these logical connectives in between the propositions, so that we can obtain the new propositions there. The first one is a negation. A proposition is obtained by inserting the word not at an appropriate place in the given proposition. Will be called as a negation of the given proposition. Say for example, I am going to consider a proposition P. So I am going to apply the negation symbol for the proposition P here. So it is denoted by this symbol, which can be called as a not P. So therefore, the negation P of a proposition P is obtained by not P. So for any proposition P, if P is true, then obviously the not P will be false, and if P is false, then the not P will be true here. That is, if the truth value of the proposition P is 1, then the truth value of the not P will be 0. Similarly, the truth value of the proposition P is 0, then the truth value of the not P will be taken as an 1. The same thing can be explained by using the truth table also. So I am taking a proposition P here and the proposition negation of P or not P here. I am giving the truth value for P is 0. So I got the not P value as 1. If I give the value of P is 1, I am getting the value of not P is 0 here in the case of negation. Next one is conjunction. A compound proposition is obtained by combining two given propositions by inserting the word and in between them. Will be called as in conjunction of the given proposition. So for example, I am going to consider two propositions P and Q. I am going to insert the word and in between the P and Q. So therefore, the conjunction of two propositions P and Q is denoted by the symbol P and Q. It can be denoted by like this, and it can be read as P and Q. So therefore, the conjunction of P and Q is true only when P is true and Q is true. In all other remaining cases, it will be taken as false. That is, the truth value of the conjunction P and Q is 1 only when the truth value of P is 1 as well as the truth value of Q is 1. In all other cases, the truth value of P and Q is 0. For example, if truth value of P is 0 and Q is 1, the value of P and Q will be 0. And if the truth value of P is 0 and Q is 1, the truth value of the P and Q will be equal to 0. So if both the truth values are 0, then the truth value of P and Q will be 0 in that cases. So the same thing I am going to explain by using the truth table. So this is a truth table of conjunction. So I'm going to take the propositions P and Q here. So and the proposition P and Q also. So I'm just giving the values for P as 0 0 1 1, for Q 0 1 0 1 1. So after applying the conjunction in between P and Q, so I'm getting, so for P0 Q0, the value of P and Q is 0. For P0 Q is 1, the value of P and Q is 0. For P1 Q is 0, the value of P and Q is 0. But in the case of P is 1, Q is 1, the value of P and Q is 1. So next is disjunction. A compound proposition obtained by combining two given propositions by inserting the word or in between them. So will be called as an disjunction of a given proposition. So for example, I am going to consider two propositions P and Q. I am going to insert the word or in between them. So therefore, the disjunction of two propositions P and Q is denoted by the symbol like this, P or Q, which can be read as P or Q. So therefore, the disjunction of P or Q is false only when P is false and Q is false. In all other cases, it will be true. That is, the truth value of the disjunction P or Q is 0 only when the truth value of P is 0 and the truth value of Q is 0. In all other cases, the truth value of P or Q will be equal to 1. That is, for example, if truth value of P is 1, truth value of Q is 0, then the truth value of P or Q will be 1 and vice versa like that. So the same thing also I am going to explain by using the truth table. So this is a truth table for the disjunction. I am taking the values of P here and Q here, P or Q here. So just assigning the value for P as 0 0 1 1, for Q 0 1 0 1. Therefore the disjunction will be like, for P0 Q0 the value will be 0, for P0 Q1 the value will be 1, for P1 Q0 the value will be 1, for Q1 P1 the value will be 1. Next one is exclusive disjunction. So we require that the compound proposition P or Q to be true only when either P is true or Q is true but not both. Okay, so the exclusive R is denoted by the symbol like this, and it can be defined like the compound proposition P or Q, so which can be read as either P or Q but not both, will be called as an exclusive disjunction. And the proposition P and Q, that is P either P or Q but not both, is defined by P and negation Q or P and negation P. So we'll define the same thing by using the truth table. So let me take the values of P here and Q here, and either P or Q but not both in this column. So I am assigning the values for P 0 0 1 1, for Q 0 1 0 1. I am going to define now either P or Q not both like this. So for 0 0 the value will be 0, for P0 Q1, so obviously it will be 1 because I am taking like either P or Q not both. Okay, so then for P1 Q0 it will be equal to 1, for 1 1 it will be defined as 0. Next is conditional. A compound proposition obtained by combining two given propositions by the word if and then at an appropriate place will be called as in conditional. For example, I am going to consider two propositions P and Q. So then the conditional if P then Q is denoted by the symbol like this, P implies Q, and the conditional if P then Q is then P is denoted by the symbol Q implies P. So the conditional P implies Q is false only when P is true and Q is false. In all other cases, it will be given as true. That is, the truth value of the conditional P tends to Q is 0 only when the truth value of P is 1 and the truth value of Q is 0. In all other cases, the truth value of P P tends to Q will be equal to 1. For example, the truth value of P is 0, the truth value of Q is 1. Then I can say that the truth value of P tends to Q is 1. Similarly, the truth value of P is 0, truth value of Q is 0. Truth value of P is 1, truth value of Q is 1. So the truth value of P tends to Q will be equal to 1. I can conclude. The same thing I am going to explain by using truth table. So let me take the two propositions P and Q. The values for P is 0, 0, 1, 1. For Q is 0, 1, 0, 1. So now I am going to define the conditional. So for P0, Q0, the value will be 1. For P0, Q1, the value will be 1. But in the case of P is 1, Q is 0. So from truth to false, it will be equal to 0. And P is 1, Q1, the value will be equal to 1. I can conclude. Next is biconditional. So let P and Q be two sample propositions. Then the conjunction of P of the conditionals P and Q tends to P will be called as in biconditional of P and Q. It is denoted by the symbol double implication like this. And it is same as P tends to Q and Q tends to P. Will be read as if P then Q and if Q then P. So let me explain same thing by using the truth table. So let me take the propositions P, Q here. P tends to Q, Q tends to P, P tends to Q and Q tends to P here. So taking the values of P as 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So as I am taking P tends to Q here, it will be equal to 1, 1, 0, 1. For Q tends to P, I will be getting 1, 0, 1, 0. So since here it is defined as P tends to Q and Q tends to P, I will be getting 1 here. This is 0, this is 0. This will be equal to 1. So in the next lecture, I am going to discuss about few examples based on the logical connectives and truth table. Thank you.